Hi, welcome to my very first episode of Tastemakers Club After Dark. I am Cordelia, and thank you for joining me on my vlog. My intention for starting Tastemakers Club After Dark is to share experiences and perspectives that will ignite growth in all wandering spirits. Now, I believe that we're all students and teachers simultaneously. My intention is to utilize this platform and opportunity to inspire others to become the pilots of their lives. Now, whether you're aware of it or not, we are always creating our life, moment by moment, decision by decision. Some are doing this passively for many reasons, whether they're too busy working a 9 to 5, they're tired, they have to pick up the kids, they have so many stuff going on, they have lack of inspiration or lack of knowledge. Sometimes you don't even have the information, or most times you don't even know that you're not the pilot of your life. But either way, every moment, every decision, you're creating your life. So I'm here to help you remove the autopilot and become the master creator that you are. So how do I do that? I believe the best way to teach a lesson or to learn a lesson is to present it with an example or a story. So follow me and let's rise to higher vibrations together. Tastemakers Club After Dark. So you're probably wondering, how do I remove the autopilot on my life? How do I take control? How do I become the master creator that I came here to be? First off, let me say, if you're watching this video, thumbs up to you. You're ready to take control. You're tired of living a passive life, okay? So good for you. I would have to say one of the main ways to take off the autopilot is to understand that this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. This is why they always say, enjoy the journey. As cliche as it sounds, you need to learn to enjoy the journey because you never really arrive anywhere. You're always in motion. The minute you get to a certain level, you're like, wow, this is great. But then all of a sudden, you start to understand there's another level that you need to get to. So you're like, oh, I need to become greater. I need to do more, So it's really important to understand this is not a sprint, but it's a marathon. So enjoy the journey. The second thing that I feel that is important to do when removing the autopilot is to get to know yourself. What excites you? What makes you sad? What lowers your vibration? Do you even know what the highest version of yourself is? There are so many people wandering around right now that I see every day who have no idea who they are. I used to be one of those people. I remember back in the day, my life was in shambles. I was in terrible relationships, toxic relationships, because you know why? I didn't know what made me happy, what made me sad, why was I making the decisions I was making. I had no idea who I was. So one day I said, no. I'm sick and tired of this. I need to get to know Cordelia. I need to know what's Cordelia's passion. How do I envision, what type of woman do I want to be? So I sat down and I put pen to paper and I said, I need to know who I am. Get to know yourself. It's going to save you a lot of time. And the reason why it's important to get to know yourself is it's going to make it so much easier to make decisions. You're now going to be faced with different options and you're going to be like, does A bring me more happiness or does B bring me more happiness? At first it's going to be hard, but after a while of doing it on a consistent basis and your happiness increases, you're going to be like, yeah, no thank you. I don't need that. Yes, thank you. Bring it on. Okay? So get to know yourself. The third thing that I find is very important when it comes to taking control of your life is to assess your wants versus your needs, which plays on my previous point basically. Now, what's wants versus needs? I'll give you a great example. I want a man that looks and sounds like Idris Elba. Do I need a man that looks and sounds like Idris? No, I do not. But I would want him, but I don't need him. What I need is a supportive spouse. What I need is someone that understands that I am a unicorn and he supports me. He helps me become the best version of myself. So understand your wants versus your needs, okay? Whatever is not serving you, let it go. Whatever is feeding you, take more of it in, okay? So those are just 3 simple things that I use when I started to take off the autopilot of my life. So I thank you for deciding to take the journey, and I hope that you continue to walk with me. Hit the subscribe button so that way we can grow together. You can check me out at Tastemakers Club AD on Instagram. Or if you want to share some of your experiences or some of your tips on how you took off the autopilot of your life, please, I would love to hear from you at tastemakersclubad@gmail.com. That's tastemakersclubad@gmail.com. Thank you guys. Love and light. See you on our next episode.